I ain't drunk. I'm just drinking.
But you're so high.
Oh man, you know I ain't high.
But you're so high.
Yeah, well I just take a little sip every now and then.
But you're so high.
You ought to be ashamed of
Stay
yourself.
drunk all
Oh,
the
come on
time.
now, you all don't feel like that.
Bam! Hey kids, happy Sunday night. Hope your weekend was good. Mine was something else. Just got the head cold from hell. Got it coming home Thursday, I think, in an airport or something. It was, ugh. Anyway, frame review. It's Moka week for me, apparently. So, what we're doing is we're reviewing the Moka Gryff. And I always say glyph, like hieroglyph, but it's Gryff. Okay, so, bam, there it is. This is how it comes. All right, just a little bit of bag. So we're going to see what we got. And we're going to do a quick assembly. This is a part 1 overview, review, whatever you want to call it. And then I will do a build overview later. And I know I got some people harass me. Why don't you do build videos? I'm like, ugh. I need to do a couple more. I think I'll do a micro one here pretty soon, but it ain't going to be this guy. Okay, so here we go. We've got the top canopy. Very nice. 3mm. Let me verify that before I go. Yep, 3mm. 3mm with a 3D print insert in there. Yeah, and you've got these mounting stands here. Very cool. Machined, aluminum machined. Nice. And we got the bottom plate, pre-inserted standoffs. And I believe that's also 3mm. Just double check. Yep, 3mm. And then we've got the 4 arms, 5mm. Bam, look at that. And then the mounting brackets, little keychain things. Those are cool. I've got like a zillion of these because I'm a Moka nut. Maybe too much. So my main bird, I mean, anybody that watches this channel or is in the club knows my main bird is the Moka Simplex. Moka Simplex Pro, primarily. But yeah, freaking love that. Anyhow, so what we're going to do, these are all symmetrical. All these arms, bam, just like that. So this is a true X frame. Very straightforward on how this builds up. Nothing but a peanut. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead. Nobody wants to see me screw shit up. Screw things together. Up, down, whatever. And I will just come right back and then I'll show you what we did. I'll leave the top off, but I'll go ahead and screw the arms on with the braces. So bam, be right back. Bam, and we're back. Okay, so like I said, nobody wants to see that boring. You want to see screwing, go watch a porn. But anyhow, here we go. This is basically it. Now, something to note, it comes with 8 screws, okay? 4 of which are just a touch shorter than the other 4. And you can see why, okay? You've got these inset nuts onto the carbon fiber here. And then if you look really closely right here where you could put a zip strip through or whatever you need to do there, those arms have the same type of mounting holes for those, okay? So what we're going to do, this is, you don't get much simpler than this. That's one thing I like about Mike Moka. That company thinks things through from an engineering standpoint. The Jadina, which is another bird they build, a little bit more complicated. But a couple of the tricks that I've learned, I've built a lot of Moka Simplex Pros, and I've built about everything they've got. But the thing I like about them is most of the time, when applicable, he makes them symmetrical. So all 4 arms are the same. Each half of the frame is the same, or bilateral, I guess you could call it. Makes putting things together a whole lot less complicated from a building standpoint. You don't have to think as much, you know, and that's why we all do quads. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's good stuff. So you see how easy this is going. And they are precise. That's the one thing I will say. You know, when I first started in the hobby, like everybody, you know, it's like the first thing you look at is price, what's cheap. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to order everything from Banggood. And I did. I'm just as guilty. Hell, I got one hanging on the wall. Hang on, check it out. This fucking frog. I'm going to save it. I'm going to use it for a poor boy or a donation to somebody at some point. But, you know, I did that for about a year or two. Maybe about a year and a half. And then I just got to the point where I'm like, I got tired of wrecking frames. And a couple of the friends that I've been, and anybody out there that has an experience with this, you'll understand what I mean. Once you do buy a decent frame, you're like, you never go back. You really don't. Because you think the Banggood shit's really great. And I'm not knocking them. They have their price. If you don't have the money, it's cool. I'm not knocking it. But man, there is, yeah, you pay that extra $5-10. Some of them are overrated. I think Catalyst Machine Works, great frames, but too expensive. But when you do get a really good frame that's made well, it's like, oh my gosh. I built one for my brother, Demi, over in the UK. He wanted me to build him a bird, and I built him this bird. And it was really, really nice. All good components, all great stuff. And when he got, all he'd ever done is the Chinese stuff, because that's what they have easy access to over there. And he's like, oh my God, this is such a quality difference. It's just, I love it. So there you go. Bam. Easy. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts, pretty much. And that's it. It's a cool little bird. So let's see what she weighs. The scale tells no lies. And this is a true X, believe it or not, race frame. And I'm going to see if I can JJ Rotogeek this thing and break it, but I'm pretty sure I can't. It's solid as a rock. The precision's great. It really is. It's nice. So let's see. 97 grams, all up dry weight. Bam. Good deal. Yeah, so there you go. The one thing, if I had to be a picky ass about it, you got a GoPro strap here. I'm assuming that's what that is. You know, strap there. You could put a little GoPro mount. Moka has good stuff for their 3D prints. You know, he can make you 3D camera mounts and things like that. This bit actually might be okay. That's to hold your antenna. But, so when you crash, maybe it'll flex and absorb it. Maybe it might be pretty cool. Not sure what the color options are he has. I don't care. I'm colorblind. It's all good. And it will take, by the way, a standard 30, a standard 30 FC or a 20 FC. So if you want to go with a micro stack, I think my brother in Australia, he and I are building these pretty much at the same time. He got one from Moka and I got one from Moka. And he's going to do test flights because he's a really good flyer. He's a better flyer than me. And I'm going to do the build and frame review of this thing for Moka. And I think my buddy's going with a micro stack, and I don't think I am. I think I'm going with a real stack. Well, it's an all-in-one board, probably a Cicada. Yeah, it's kind of my standby. It's just what I use. I got a different theory on it, you know? It's like, I'm not some amazing race flyer. You know, I don't need top-end FCs. If I'm running an F4 with 30 amp ESCs, with D-Shot 600, I'm good. That's why you see me use a lot of the same shit all the time. That's just how I am. And we'll put in probably a Run Cam Micro. This does hold a micro camera, and we'll use a Cicada. I'm going to use the X Hover motors, I believe, the same ones I put in the Jadina earlier. Yeah, and probably just a VTX03. I'll stuff that up here. XM Plus receiver somewhere. I don't know where I'll put that. I'm going to stick it back here. Got plenty of room, really. I was kind of concerned about that when I first saw the pictures when it was prototype. And you can buy this. I'll put a link on the bottom of in the description there. The one thing I was worried about, though, was like, it looks kind of tight, but realistically, I think we're okay. If you go from the standoff, which that's very relative, because you can shrink these down. If you ever want to get more space in here, use a screw and just put a nylon nut, and it really cuts your space way down. But I don't think I'm even going to do that, because I'm using a single board. I'm going to have plenty of room. From top to bottom, 30 mil. At the high point, obviously. And then 22, 23. Yeah, so plenty of room, but definitely use an all-in-one with this. This thing's going to be all ass and elbows. I mean, it's a very light frame. It's very small. It's very tough. And yeah, I'm excited to build it. I'm going to try to get it built tomorrow, and I'll do a build overview of how I did it and whatever else. Might also do a flight video too. But like I said, my buddy in Australia, he's been kind of commissioned to do the flight video. If I do want it, it'll probably just be DVR. It ain't going to be anything fun. But anyway, I'll try to make this a nice, neat, reasonably good build for you guys. And you can see what it looks like. All right. Until next time, kids. Bam! Keep shining side up. Have a good one. Happy Monday tomorrow, if that's possible. Laters.
Bam, JJ! Bam, JJ! Hope you like fishing.